This is activity 2-2, which is formatting a crosstab report. Now we just completed making our lovely crosstab report, and it works, but now we want it to look a little different. So we're going to go back and we're going to select the actual border of this. And sometimes with my mouse it can be a little bit hard to get a hold of it. There we go. And now we're going to go back into our crosstab expert. And notice across the top, this first one is where we built it. And then we can apply some styles to it. Notice our styles. We can also go in and customize the styles. But right in here we can do some options as well, as far as grouping, right? And summarizing. But let's go ahead and customize a style. Now, what do we want? We have different choices for the column and different choices for the rows and what these appear as. Now down below we can indent, we can repeat, we can suppress, we can look at grid lines. We're going to clear this show cell margins, and we want to suppress grand totals. So suppress column grand totals or row. We're going to do suppress row grand totals. And we're just going to try some of these things out. Now let's go to our grid options for formatting grid down in here. And notice as we select each line, we have some choices. Now down and below, we can actually turn these all off. So as you click, you can say, don't show these grid lines. Every grid line can be selected up above or down below here. Now I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to say that one, let's pick red. And that one, we'll make that one red as well. So both of those are red. Now we can also change the width. Make them a little bit thicker, and make this one a little bit thicker. And let's say OK. And let's say OK. And let's take this out, and we can see the choices. Very easy to do. Now we can also resize, but before you start resizing, we should have a look here, right? Now that doesn't fit. So let's go back and let's take that and widen that out. And notice it is widening. And let's preview. Much better. Now let's go back to design, and this one I'm going to align actually to the opposite side. And much better. Now I'm also going to go into my options in here and get rid of any decimals. And let's preview that. Let's go back and let's center these. And center these. And let's look. Much, much better. Now we could also do aliases for column fields. Let's go back to our design. And in our design, we have to go back to the expert. So let's click on the border here. And sometimes it's hard to get a hold of the border now. There we go. Right click, crosstab expert, customize the style, and we're looking for the product name option here. And this is how it's going to show up right here. But we can change that. We can change a background for that. We can also do an alias. So instead of product name, we could just call it pname. And let's say OK. And preview. Now it doesn't change it here, but we gave it an alias. Now we can also do conditional formatting in here. Now conditional formatting, of course, is based upon conditions. So we can do conditional formatting based upon, and we want this one right here, what appears in the column and the row. And here's our highlighting expert. And what is the condition? Well, we have to add a condition. So let's go New. And if this field is equal to, is greater than, less than, I am going to say if it is greater than. Now you do have to know your values. If it's greater than 100, change the background color to a silver. And let's do another one. And if this field is less than, we'll do 90. Then change the background to a yellow. And let's say OK. And let's preview. And there we go. It stands out. Now the total doesn't, because we didn't have the total selected. Now we're going to go ahead and save this file, and that's the end of this specific activity.